All right, to start out today, what I'd like you guys to do is take out a blank piece of paper or use the backside of a piece of paper and write down the first 6 steps here of our scientific method. As you're doing that, I'm going to be giving you each piece of string. Please raise your hand in the air as soon as you're done with our AE or our scientific method steps. Awesome, thank you, Jen. Awesome, Chris. Interpret data and draw conclusions. Sorry. No, it's fine. Awesome, thank you, Ryan. And Kim? Cool. So what I want you to do is we have partners, so Kim and Ryan, Christopher and Gwen, and then come on up, Jen, with your string. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tie 2 ends into a loop. Big enough to get your hand through, but not so tight where you're cutting off your circulation. And so, but it's just on one end, like a pair of handcuffs.
On both ends or just
on
one?
Both ends, pair of handcuffs.
It's very complicated.
Yep.
Could be
And what we're going to be doing is we are going to be going through at least the first 4 steps of our scientific method with this little project.
So we want to be able to slip our hand through
We
it?
want to be able to slip our hands through it.
Okay.
Excellent. Yep. If you're having troubles, talk to your partner. So handcuffs. So 2 loops.
Oh, do you want 2?
Yep, I want 2.
So my first hypothesis is I did that one.
Do you need another piece of string? I got a whole spool.
No, I don't want to start first. RTFQ.
My fingers are like too big to do it.
Nice.
Some dexterity.
Yeah.
All right, so there's always setup involved in science. You always have to prepare the lab somehow. Does this work for you, Gwen?
No, I'm gonna make do.
Okay. So after you guys have yours down there?
Force it.
Got it.
So what we're going to do is one person is going to put their hands into the string, like a pair of handcuffs. Just one person, one of the pair. Okay? And the other person is going to have an arm on one, and they're going to drop it through, and then put their hands in, like so.
So,
I guess you got it.
Excellent. You guys got it
Mine's
there?
quite short, but it's modified.
Okay. So here we are. What do we observe about this? Is there a problem here?
We're locked together.
We're stuck. So our first step of our scientific method is to ask a question or to define a problem. So what is our problem?
We're stuck.
We're stuck. Write it down. And what's our question? How do we get unstuck, right? If you can write it down, write it down. You got some teamwork going on. One partner can write it down. That's cool. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, you're stuck. So, stuck. Let's make some observations about how we're stuck. We've got 2 pieces of string, one's inside the other. You know, they're
About the same length.
about the same length-ish. We have a little bit of wiggle room. Any other observations you can make?
You told us to do it?
I told you to do it, that's true. I put you in this predicament. Anything else? Anything else? Loops too tight, loops too short, loops too little?
I made my loops kind of big.
Did you, little loosey
Because
goosey?
it
Extra
shortened
knots.
my length.
I have extra knots.
That's,
So our goal is to get unstuck. So I'd like you to make observations about your stuckness and form a hypothesis, a test about how you might get out of this. Maybe, so Jen, how do you think you want to get out of this based on our observations?
I would,
No scissors and no taking off the handcuffs. That was very quick. You almost had me
That's my
there.
rule.
No
So, if we
scissors,
can
no
lose
taking off the
more than
handcuffs,
one
no
scissors,
chewing
okay.
through the rope.
You can step through it.
if I could
We have to
somehow
have an
jump
hypothesis
through
before
you,
you
like
Well, yeah, I
jump
think
through
we could
you,
get it
but
around the body.
Yeah, would that
I don't know if I could fit
But
though.
I'm not sure.
No.
What do you think?
No,
Any
you
other
can't.
ideas?
Because if I step through here with my whole body through here, then I'm just.
You're just
I'm
on the
gonna
other
still-
side.
I'm gonna be
You're
stuck
still
on
on
the
the
other
other
side.
side.
Okay,
it's the same thing as being handcuffed to a pole.
You sound
You
like
have to
you
go up and
have
over?
this experience.
Can we use free?
Have you been handcuffed to a
Based on movies I've seen.
So,
So what do you think?
Um,
So come up with a hypothesis and then test it. Do you step through? Do you
Well, you
dance
can.
around?
what if you step through at the same time?
I step through, right?
How's that work?
Get up and try it
I
out.
like, no, you
You
like.
just go around the circle.
This is dancing.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad. That's
No,
Something
we're
else?
just twisted.
So test your hypothesis. If that hypothesis doesn't work, we're going to analyze the data, interpret data, and then actually the next step is to draw more conclusions and start from the beginning again. It actually rotates up. Where's our pen?
We may be here forever.
Yeah, you faked me out.
Right? Because they're too big.
I'm really like.
Does this do anything?
Unless your arm is removable from its socket.
Definitely not.
There you go. We got it.
Do you guys find it?
Yeah, we can cut his arm off.
Saw my arm off with screw.
No cutting, no biting, no chewing.
It has to
hold
be
on.
something we both do
I'm
at the
going
same
to
time.
try to do
Because
something.
See, I could do
Form new
that, but
hypothesis.
that doesn't get us anywhere.
No.
Somehow.
I don't think so.
It's doing that other side.
Yeah.
Especially since I
I just feels like
Oh my gosh, they're making it
All
worse.
wriggled up.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for pointing that out.
so they're parallel now, but we're still.
It is
interlocked.
it is
Our body-
possible. It is possible. That makes it worse, right?
This makes it work.
Oh, okay.
What if you did the same
Back we
thing?
go.
Like put your arms over.
Maybe you have to make it worse before it gets better.
So we're retesting our
We're still-
hypothesis.
yeah.
Retesting our
Oh,
hypothesis.
now we're twisted.
Can I have another string?
Do you
Yeah,
need
mine
another
is
string?
very
Yeah, of
short
course.
because I had to modify it.
Oh, yours is quick.
Yeah, and it makes it very difficult.
Then,
We're
wait.
doing
He
modern
looks like he's about
dance.
to choke you.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's small
freaking me out.
or large enough. If not, we can switch. Oh no. There it is.
Okay.
Start
You know the answer.
I do know the answer.
That's what I'm trying to.
Oh, if we did it,
We'll be stuck.
Is it 9 minutes yet?
I don't know if there's something you could do at the same time that's. What, did you guys get out?
No, I
Any other ideas? So what would you say? What would you say is the primary problem, Kim? In your problem.
This, if you went and stepped